he doing?
Mission Impossible, James Bond, Fast and Furious are some of the best action thrillers. And in this video you are going to see a list 10 best movies like them. Welcome friends. If I ask you about your most favorite movie genre, or what type of movie you like most, then most of you would recommend action thriller movies. Because movie with great action and suspense creates more interest. And there are lots of action thriller movies releases every year. And some of them get lots of appreciation by the viewers. So, in this video I composed a list of top 10 action thriller movies of all time. These movies are based on unique concepts and loads with VFX and great stunts. This list is not arranged in any kind of rating or box office. I just create it randomly. The movies I liked most, but don't worry if your favorite action movie is not listed in this video, because in future I will create more lists like that, and the several parts of this list will be published soon, so subscribe this YouTube channel and stay connected with us. Well guys, without any further ado, let's jump into the list. On very first, I would like to talk about number 1. On number 1 is movie named Spectre. Released in year 2015. The IMDb rating of the movie is 6.8, and this is a direction of Sam Mendes. The star cast of the movie features Daniel Craig, Lee Seydoux, and Christoph Waltz. It's a part of famous movie series based on the character of James Bond, and the story of this movie begins when after the death of his beloved boss Agent M, James Bond receives a posthumous message, which make him to go for a deadly assassin. But in the meantime, a mysterious symbol appears on a ring which sends Bond on a personal vendetta which started in Mexico City, where he comes across with the widow of his target, and she gives him information about an evil organization called Spectre. When Bond starts finding Abu, it leads him to a conversation with an old nemesis. When he was retrieving information on his daughter, he finds out that Dr. Madeline Swan might have some crucial information about the Spectre and its secrets. It was the time when new Agent M is having to fight political interference from the mysterious Max Denby, who try to keep the MI6 spy branch alive. And as Bond pieces together all of the clues he collected about Spectre, he finds out a horrifying secret which links him to his enemy, who is on his target.
What were you doing there?
Number 2. It includes the release of 2015 movie called Furious 7, and the movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.1. The director of the movie is James Wan, and we talk about the leading cast of the movie. It includes Paul Walker, Jason Statham, and Vin Diesel. It is the time when Dominic Toretto and his crew thought they'd left the criminal mercenary life behind them, and they'd defeated the international terrorist known as Owen Shaw, and they went on their separate paths. But all their lives fell in danger when Shaw's brother, whose name is Deckard Shaw, is out and he start killing the crew one by one for his brother's revenge. Situation got more worse when a Somalian terrorist called Jack Arden, a shady government official who called himself Mr. Nobody, are both competing to steal a computer program called God's Eye, and they both want to use it for their terrorism ambitions. You can understand the importance of that program by this, that it can turn any technological device into a weapon, and they all can control from only one central computer. Now it's on Toretto that he must reconvene with his team to stop Shaw and retrieve the God's Eye program.
You're about to.
Looks like the sins of London have followed us home.
Number 3. On number 3 is movie named Mad Max Fury Road. Released in year 2015. The IMDb rating of the movie is 8.1, and this is a direction of George Miller. The star cast of the movie features Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, and Nicholas Hoult. This movie is set in future when human civilization are on the verge of ending and people are fighting over food and water. In meantime, Max is a former policeman who is captured by a tribe of war boys, and their commander is Immortal Joe. The Watt boy Nux is very sick, and Joe is assigned to be blood donor for Nux. Meanwhile, Imperator Furiosa, who drives a tank truck for Joe to collect gasoline. She travels long distance for this purpose. However, her true intention is to flee from the evil Joe with his 5 women, who he kept prisoned. She selected to breed them hidden in the truck and travel to her homeland. After finding out her secret escape, Immortal Joe commands a party to hunt down Furiosa and bring his ladies back to him. The party which is on the hunt took Max with them, who is chained to Nux's car. Furiosa tried to get rid of them. She heads the truck into a sandstorm, but Nux and his party continues. After hit the storm, Max succeeds to escape from the Nux's car and he brings Nux with him in chains. Max sees Furiosa and the 5 wives and he decides to flee in their truck. But there is a secret to operate the Furiosa's truck. They leave Nux behind them in the desert, but Joe's gang arrives, and they retrieve Nux and continue to follow Furiosa and Max. Number 4. It includes the release of 2014 movie called Edge of Tomorrow, and the movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.9. The director of the movie is Doug Liman, and we talk about the leading cast of the movie. It includes Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt.
What day is it?
Imagine, guys, an alien race has hit the Earth in an unrelenting assault, unbeatable by any military unit in the world. But in the meantime, there is a Major, William Cage, who is an officer in a military unit who has never seen a day of combat. But when he is unceremoniously dropped into a suicide mission, he got killed within few minutes. But Cage now finds himself inexplicably thrown into a time loop, where he has to fight the same brutal combat over and over. But during fighting and dying again and again, Major Cage now becomes able to engage the adversaries, and he starts increasing their skill to fight. He performed this mission with a Special Forces warrior, Rita Brataski, and, as Cage and Brataski take the fight to the aliens, each time loop gets them one step closer to defeating their evil enemy. Number 5. On number 5 is movie named Transformers Dark of the Moon, released in year 2011. The IMDb rating of the movie is 6.2, and this is a direction of Michael Bay. The star cast of the movie features Sheila LaBeouf, Megan Fox, and Josh Duhamel. Guys, this movie is a part of famous movie series known as Transformers. The story of it begins when 2 years after the incident in Egypt, the Autobots, which is an alien race, and their human allies discover a lost piece of Cybertronian technology, which has been in humans hide it for several years. But now, it is revealed that the artifact, which they found, is a part of an Autobot spacecraft which has crashed on the moon during the Apollo 11 mission to the moon and carries a special technology, and the legendary Sentinel Prime, who is Optimus Prime's old mentor. However, Sam Witwicky discovers a conspiracy by the Decepticons, who plot to use it for their own evil purposes, and Optimus Prime finds that they are up against a menace who plans to also use it to enslave humanity in order to restore Cybertron. And they have a mission to save the planet Earth and humanity. Number 6. It includes the release of 2018 movie called Mission Impossible Fallout, and the movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.7. The director of the movie is Christopher McQuarrie, and we talk about the leading cast of the movie. It includes Tom Cruise, Rebecca Ferguson, and Henry Cavill. The story of it starts when 2 years after Solomon Lane was taken into custody. The remaining agents of the Syndicate have evolved into the Apostles, when they were on a mission to recover a deadly weapon and it went wrong. IMF and CIA force IMF agent Ethan Hunt and his team to work with the CIA agent Augustus Walker if they want to continue their assignment and keep their jobs. On the other side, Solomon Lane escapes from prison, and now it's on Ethan Hunt to capture him once more on any circumstance. Well, on the opposite side, old ally of Ethan Hunt, Ilsa Faust, has been assigned to kill Solomon Lane, and Ethan don't know about it. But when his team finds out that they are up against a new enemy named John Lark, they were unaware about him, and it was also too late. So, now they have to do something out of the box. Number 7. On number 7 is movie named Captain America The First Avenger, released in year 2011. The IMDb rating of the movie is 6.9, and this is a direction of Joe Johnson. The star cast of the movie features Chris Evans, Haley Atwell, and Sebastian Stan. The movie is based on the comic book. It takes place in 1940s New York. America has entered World War II, and sickly but determined Steve Rogers is frustrated at being rejected for health reasons and his short size. Of course, all that changes when the medical team of US military turns him into Captain America for a super secret mission. Proving his extraordinary courage, wits, and conscience, Rogers undergoes the experiment and his weak body is suddenly enhanced into the maximum human potential. After the success of the mission, Steve Rogers turns into the ultimate superhero. His transformation ultimately helps him combat the Nazis in this World War II. This story has some romance, buddy bond, emotion, and lots of action with drama. Number 8. It includes the release of 1991 movie called Terminator 2 The Judgment Day, and the movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 8.6. The director of the movie is James Cameron, and we talk about the leading cast of the movie. It includes Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Linda Hamilton. This movie is set when 10 years ago a machine called the Terminator come from future and tried to kill Sarah Connor with her unborn son, John. John is the man who will become the future leader of the human resistance against the machines. John is now a healthy young boy. But now, another Terminator, called the T-1000, is sent back from future by the supercomputer named Skynet. This new Terminator is more advanced and more powerful than its predecessor, and he is here to finish the undone business of Terminator. But this time, Sarah and John do not have to face this life threat alone, because another Terminator, who is very similar to the old model of Terminator, that tried to kill Sarah Connor 10 years ago but failed in it. He is also sent back from future to protect both of them from T-1000. Now, the battle for tomorrow has begun, and it is between Terminator, who is here to save human, and T-1000, who is on a mission to wipe out human race.
Inhuman. Relentless. Unstoppable. He has only one.
Number 9. On number 9 is movie named 6 Underground, released in year 2019. The IMDb rating of the movie is 6.1, and this is a direction of Michael Bay. The star cast of the movie features Ryan Reynolds, Adria Arjona, and Ben Hardy. Okay guys, here is a question. What's the best part of being dead? Let's imagine you have the freedom to fight all the evils in our world. And this movie is about a 6 Undergrounds group. They are unnamed individuals who have chosen to change the future for their families and other humans. This team is brought together by an enigmatic leader whose code named is 1. His mission is to ensure that he and his teammates will have their actions remembered. They hunt for more dangerous people in the world and save people from their evil actions.
I hope so.
Watch me! Watch me! Do it!
Sounds fun, right?
And on very last number 10, it includes the release of 2008 movie called Taken, and the movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.8. The director of the movie is Pierre Morel, and we talk about the leading cast of the movie. It includes Liam Neeson, Maggie Grace, and Famke Janssen. Brian Mills is a father of a 17-year-old girl, whose name is Kim. He loves her very much, but Brian is a retired agent of Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. He asked his organization to appoint him to near his daughter, Kim, in California. Kim lives with her mother Lenore and her wealthy stepfather Stuart. Kim and her friend Amanda decided to go to Paris for a trip, and she convinced her father to let her go. He agreed. But when they both arrive in Paris, a stranger shares a cab with them. His name was Peter. That's what he tells them. And Amanda tell him that they came here first time and they are alone in Paris. Peter shared this information with an Albanian gang who is involved in human trafficking, so they kidnaps the girls. But when they were kidnapping them, Kim has time to call her father and tell him about it. When she was on the phone, they find her and took her into custody. But Brian gets to speak briefly to one of the kidnappers, and he promises to kill him if they do not let his daughter go. But the kidnapper wishes him good luck. Now, Brian Mills travels to Paris to search for his daughter and bring her back to home. So, friends, this was the whole list of movies. I hope you enjoyed it and excited for watching the movies you have not watched yet. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Leave the comment below and share your thoughts on this video. And let me know your favorite one. And also please do subscribe this YouTube channel for more interesting content like this. Stay strong and see you in next video.